What would you think if I told you that just a basin of warm water each night, no medication, no medical devices, no complicated therapy, could be enough to help you sleep better, ease body aches, improve blood circulation, and soothe a tired mind? Sounds too simple, doesn't it? But if you're someone who often tosses and turns in the middle of the night, has cold feet despite thick blankets, or wakes up feeling drained, then this video might just be a gentle gift made especially for you. I'm Dr. Samuel Grant, and in today's journey, I want to share with you a very small habit that has the potential to create big changes: soaking your feet before bedtime. This isn't a tip going viral on the internet. It's a technique that has helped hundreds of my elderly patients improve their sleep, reduce dull pains, feel more at ease, and gradually regain a sense of control over their own bodies. Especially if you stay until the end of this video, I'll reveal one important step that many people tend to skip, and that's exactly why they don't get the results they were hoping for. Don't scroll away just yet, because who knows, maybe just one small detail is all it takes to help you reclaim the peaceful nights you've been missing for so long. Before we begin, may I ask you something? What's your name? And where in the world are you watching this video from? I would truly be delighted to know who I'm walking alongside on this journey today. Please leave a greeting or simply the name of your city in the comment section below. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, so I can keep bringing you more practical, gentle, and relatable content about senior health. And if you have any questions or concerns about your sleep or health, feel free to leave them too. I read every comment, and I'll be selecting them to create detailed response videos just for you. Now let's begin with the very first benefit, the one most of my patients start noticing clearly after just a few foot soaks: a deeper and more effortless sleep every night. Benefit 1. Foot soaking helps you sleep deeper and more easily every night. Many people believe that after the age of 60, insomnia is something they simply have to accept. But in reality, that's not necessarily true. Because sleep is not merely the time when the body shuts down. It's the moment when internal systems quietly begin to recover, repair, and renew the entire body. However, over time, our ability to fall asleep gradually declines. Some people lie awake for a long time before drifting off. Others fall asleep for a few hours, then wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. And the consequences are clear: daytime fatigue, memory decline, low spirits, even blood pressure and heart health can be affected. What's interesting is this: just one basin of warm water and a few minutes of foot soaking before bed can pave the way for deeper sleep. The reason is that when you soak your feet, the blood vessels in your feet gently dilate, allowing blood to circulate more freely, especially to the brain. And it's this circulation that helps release the nervous tension accumulated throughout the day, one of the hidden reasons the brain struggles to enter a restful state. Beyond that, warm water also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for relaxation and recovery. The body begins to produce melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy, sleep more deeply, and wake up less during the night. Another substance that increases is serotonin, often called the happiness hormone. It calms the mind, stabilizes emotions, and helps you fall asleep in a state of lightness and peace. So, if you often find yourself tossing and turning for hours, or waking up in the middle of the night and struggling to sleep again, try soaking your feet every night for 1 week. Many of my patients have told me that after just the first 3 nights, they noticed a clear difference, not just in how long they slept, but in how they felt upon waking. Clearer in the head, lighter in the body, and significantly more at ease. And once your sleep improves, That's when the body finally has the conditions it needs to begin healing old pains. In the next part, I'll talk about an issue that's all too familiar for older adults: joint pain, and why foot soaking can help soothe it naturally, safely, and without any medication. Benefit 2. Foot soaking helps relieve joint pain, especially at night. Older adults often tell each other, "The later it gets, the more my knees ache. My feet feel sore, tingling like pins and needles." Have you ever experienced that feeling? Unable to sleep because your joints feel like they're gently tapping from the inside? This isn't just in your head. It's a sign of a body slowing down, with weaker circulation, thinning cartilage, and low-grade inflammation that's never truly been addressed. During the day, as you move around, blood still flows through the joints. But at night, especially when the weather is cool or when you haven't moved much, that flow slows down, leading to a dull ache, stiffness, and restless sleep. Soaking your feet before bed is a simple yet effective way to reignite that flow. When your feet are immersed in warm water, the capillaries around your ankles and knees gently dilate. Blood carrying oxygen and nutrients is guided to the joints in need of repair, while at the same time, waste products, lactic acid, and excess joint fluid are carried away from the inflamed area. One of my patients, a 71-year-old man who used to be a physical education teacher, once shared, "Every morning, I had to sit and rub my knees for 30 minutes just to be able to stand up. I thought it was just old age. I had no choice." I gently suggested that he try soaking his feet with Epsom salt for 15 minutes each evening. 2 weeks later, he called back and said, "Now I just stand up and go. No more warming up my joints like I used to when I was teaching." The key here isn't that the salt water is magical. It's the consistency, the patience, and choosing the right moment when the body is ready to receive care. You don't need painkillers. You don't need a fancy massage device. All you need is a basin of warm water and a quiet moment each evening just for yourself. And you'll begin to see, not just sleep, but the nightly aches and soreness will also begin to fade. But the benefits of foot soaking don't stop there. In the next part, I'll talk about another benefit that few people pay attention to, but it's critically important for senior health: improving overall blood circulation, especially in the feet, the part farthest from the heart, yet the one that sounds the alarm first when the body is tired. Benefit 3. Foot soaking helps improve blood circulation, starting from the farthest point from the heart. Have you ever felt your feet freezing cold even under a thick blanket? Or at the end of the day, do your legs feel heavy like lead, tingling, or occasionally give you a sharp pain when you change position? That's not just cold feet. It's a sign of poor blood circulation, especially in the lower limbs. As we age, the small blood vessels gradually weaken, and the venous valves become less effective, making it harder for blood to return to the heart from the legs, leading to circulation congestion, mild swelling, cold feet, and even prolonged numbness. Imagine your circulatory system as a continuous race circuit. The heart is the starting station, and the feet are the farthest point the blood must reach before returning. If that farthest point is blocked, the entire circulation slows down. And that's exactly why foot soaking has such a powerful effect. When you soak your feet in warm water, ideally between 38 and 42 degrees Celsius, the capillaries in your feet and lower legs gently dilate. This dilation not only makes it easier for blood to travel down from the heart, but also supports the return of blood from your feet back to the heart, thanks to a mechanism called venous return. The result? Blood flows more evenly, oxygen and nutrients are delivered more effectively to your organs, while waste products and CO2 are cleared out more easily. One of my patients once asked me, "Doctor, why is it that every time I soak my feet, my head feels lighter, I breathe easier, and I sleep better, even though I don't really understand why?" The answer lies in the brain. When circulation improves, especially to the brain, you'll feel more relaxed, clearer, and less foggy-headed, a state commonly caused by poor blood flow. Here's another interesting point. Soaking your feet at night also helps regulate body temperature, something extremely important for older adults, especially in air-conditioned environments or during cold weather. Keeping your feet warm is a natural way to prevent sudden blood vessel constriction, a hidden trigger behind many episodes of poor sleep and nighttime discomfort. So if you often feel cold in the feet, wake up startled in the middle of the night, or suffer from leg cramps near morning, try soaking your feet regularly for 5 to 10 minutes each evening. You'll start to feel it. Your body warming up from the inside, and sleep will come more easily as a result. However, the benefits of foot soaking don't stop at the physical level. In the next part, I want to share with you something fewer people talk about, but it might be exactly what you need most. Lightness in your mind, emotions gently soothed, and a quiet sense of being comforted after a long and lonely day. Benefit 4. Foot soaking helps calm the nervous system and soothe quiet emotions. There's something not many people talk about, but I believe you'll understand. The older we get, the more sensitive our bodies become to things that don't have names, a vague worry about health, an emptiness when the children have grown up, a memory from the past that suddenly returns, and then the whole night is spent lying there, turning it over in your mind. I've met many patients who told me they didn't feel pain in any specific part of the body, yet they still couldn't breathe deeply or sleep peacefully. They called it tension without a clear reason. In reality, it's when the sympathetic nervous system, the part of the body that controls the stress response, is overactive. And if there's no proper off switch, the body stays in a constant state of alertness. Faster heartbeat, shallow breathing, the mind spinning in circles. Soaking your feet in warm water is a simple way to flip that forgotten switch, activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for relaxation, recovery, and healing. When the reflex points on the soles of your feet are exposed to gentle heat, blood flows back toward the center, your heart rate slows down, and your muscles naturally let go. At that moment, you'll find yourself breathing more slowly, more deeply, as if the body is being comforted after a long day. A 75-year-old woman once told me, "I don't know how to describe it, but every time I soak my feet, I feel like I return to a calmer version of myself." She didn't mention sleep, nor any specific condition, just a feeling. A lighter heart, a quiet warmth, no more tension. And it's that feeling, repeated night after night, that becomes the deep foundation allowing you to enter sleep gently, without effort. Because senior health is not only about heart rate or blood pressure, but also about mental stability. When your emotions soften, that's when your body finally gets the chance to rest and to heal. In the next part, I'll share one more benefit, one that may seem small, but is actually very practical. Cleansing, softening, and deodorizing your feet, the part of your body that silently carries you every day, yet rarely receives proper care. Benefit 5. Foot soaking helps cleanse, soften, and deodorize your feet, the part of your body that silently endures the most aggraved. Have you noticed? Every day your feet are the first to touch the ground and the last to leave it. They carry you through every step, every mile. Yet they're often forgotten in daily self-care. Especially after the age of 60, the skin on the feet begins to thin, sweat glands become less active, making the skin more prone to dryness, flaking, cracked heels, and an increased risk of bacterial and fungal buildup if not cared for properly. Soaking your feet in warm water, something that may seem simple, is actually the first step in reversing these signs. When done correctly, foot soaking softens the dead skin, making it easy to remove without harsh scrubbing. The pores gently open, allowing the skin to breathe better, while also reducing the buildup of sweat, dirt, and odor-causing bacteria. If you add a bit of Epsom salt, a few slices of fresh ginger, or a few drops of apple cider vinegar, the effect becomes even more powerful. These natural ingredients not only cleanse and deodorize, but also have mild antibacterial properties, helping your feet become smoother, cleaner, and more comfortable each day. I still remember a patient who lived in a hot climate. He often worked in the garden and used to complain to his wife that, "My feet always have this weird smell." After just 1 week of soaking his feet with ginger and apple cider vinegar, he came back joking. "Now my wife says my feet smell like ginger tea." We laughed together, but what he shared afterward was what truly mattered. "I don't need anyone to say I look good, but when I feel clean and light, I feel like I'm worth caring for." Exactly. Your feet don't just need to be cleaned, they need to be respected. And when you take a few minutes each night to soak your feet, you're sending a very clear message to your body. I'm still caring for you. I'm still listening. However, there's something very few people pay attention to. Just soaking your feet doesn't automatically mean results. If you do it at the wrong time, use water that's too hot, or pick the wrong ingredients, the outcome can be very different. Some even feel more tired afterward, simply because they overlooked a few small but important principles. That's why in the next part, I'll guide you step by step. When is the best time to soak your feet? What water temperature is truly safe? And what should you add to enhance the effects without causing any side effects? Let's continue together, so that soaking your feet each night isn't just a habit, but becomes a gentle therapy that you fully take ownership of. Part 2. How to soak your feet properly, so every evening becomes a moment of true recovery. Many people, after hearing about the benefits of foot soaking, want to start right away. However, real results only come when you do it correctly. From timing, water temperature, to what you add into the soaking basin. Let's start with the timing. The ideal time is about 30 minutes before bedtime. This is when your nervous system is gradually shifting from an active state into rest mode. If you soak your feet at this time, your body will more easily receive the signals to relax, helping you drift into sleep naturally. On the other hand, if you soak too early, for example at 7 p.m. but don't go to bed until 10, the relaxing effect might fade before you even lie down. If you soak too late, right before bed, your body may not have enough time to stabilize its temperature, making you feel cold or uncomfortable. The temperature of the water also needs to be properly adjusted. Don't use water that's too hot, especially for older adults whose skin is thinner and blood circulation is weaker. The ideal temperature falls between 38 to 42 degrees Celsius. Warm enough to dilate blood vessels, but not so hot as to cause burns or dizziness. If you don't have a thermometer, you can test the water using the inside of your wrist or elbow, areas more sensitive than your palm. During the soak, if the water begins to cool, you can slowly add warm water to maintain a steady temperature and avoid sudden changes. The optimal duration for soaking is about 10 to 15 minutes. This is just enough time to activate all the desired physiological effects without causing the body to lose too much heat or dilate the blood vessels excessively. Soaking for too long may have the opposite effect, especially for those with blood pressure or heart conditions. As for ingredients, you can choose a few elements that match your health goals. If you want to relax your muscles, ease mild inflammation, and soften the skin, try Epsom salt, a natural source of magnesium that's easily absorbed through the skin. If you want to boost circulation, warm up the body, and lightly deodorize, a few slices of fresh ginger are a great option. Apple cider vinegar can help balance skin pH, cleanse, and provide light antibacterial effects, especially useful if you suffer from foot odor or rough skin. If you enjoy gentle aromas, a few drops of essential oils like lavender to support sleep, peppermint to relieve aches, or citrus oils like orange and lemon for emotional relaxation are all excellent choices. If you prefer traditional remedies, mugwort leaves or lemongrass are time-tested herbs known for their anti-inflammatory and cleansing properties. Whichever ingredient you choose, it's best to start simple. Just 1 or 2 types per soak is enough. Mixing too many at once won't increase the benefits and might even cause irritation or disrupt the skin's natural balance. Part 3. After soaking your feet, what should you do to retain all the benefits? Many people, after soaking their feet, simply pat them dry and go to bed. It sounds reasonable, but in reality, it's the moment right after the soak that becomes a golden window for your body to absorb all the benefits you've just created. And if you don't handle this moment properly, everything good you've just done could fade away within just a few minutes. After about 15 to 20 minutes of soaking, the skin on your feet becomes softer, the pores open up, and the blood vessels beneath the skin are at their optimal state of dilation. The entire circulatory system is flowing smoothly. Your mind is beginning to wind down, and this is exactly the time when your body is ready to receive gentle nourishment from the outside. The first thing you should do immediately after soaking is to use a soft, clean towel to carefully dry every part of your feet, between the toes, the heels, and the tops of your feet. Don't skip the areas where moisture often lingers, because these are the very spots where bacteria and fungi can easily grow if left damp. Once your feet are completely dry, it's best to wear a thin pair of socks made of cotton or light wool, just enough to keep them warm, while still allowing your skin to breathe comfortably. If you have a few extra minutes, you can gently massage the soles of your feet. No need for complex techniques. Simply use your palms to rub in slow circles, focusing on the arches and the tips of the toes. If you want to boost the effect, you can apply a little essential oil like lavender or peppermint, which not only calms the nervous system, but also nourishes dry, cracked skin. These simple actions not only help maintain blood flow, but also stimulate nerve reflex points, support digestion, soothe the mind, and prepare you for a deeper, more natural sleep. I still remember a 66-year-old patient in Oregon who once told me she never thought that such a small self-care step, like applying cream after a foot soak, could make her feel so comfortable and so worthy. It wasn't about softer skin. It was about the feeling that she was finally taking care of her own body after years of caring only for others. And I believe that feeling can come to you too. You don't need to change your entire life. You don't need to buy expensive equipment or follow complicated routines. You just need to start with a basin of warm water, a clean towel, a soft pair of socks, and a few minutes truly reserved for yourself. My dear friend, we've just walked through a journey that felt gentle, yet holds a quiet, profound strength. From just a basin of warm water and a few minutes each evening, you can reach deeper sleep, feel less joint pain, improve blood flow, and soften the emotions within your heart. Not through medication, not through expensive machines, but through one very small choice, repeated consistently enough to let your body know you are still listening, you are still caring, and you are still worthy of being cared for every single day. Foot soaking is not a miracle therapy. It can't erase age. It doesn't replace your doctor, but it can be the beginning of a night that's easier to sleep through, a morning that feels lighter, and a body that slowly remembers how to restore itself naturally. If you're still watching this video until now, please leave a comment below. You can simply type, "I choose to care for my body every day." So I know you're still here with me on this journey. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I'll continue creating more content like this, thoughtful, gentle, and practical, to walk with you in building lasting, loving care for your health in later life. See you in the next video, where every minute you dedicate to yourself becomes a small step, but one with deep meaning on the path to living strong, living fully, and truly living as yourself. Wishing you a peaceful evening and feet that are always gently cared for.